Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's me, John, aka Astro Comics, and welcome back to a new, I wouldn't say comic book review, but yeah, today we're reviewing finally something else than a comic book. Now, you might have noticed that in my channel bio I say manga reviews as well, but finally I actually got a manga. So, I've actually got two mangas yesterday. First of all, we got Death Note Volume 1, which we will be reviewing today, and I also got Uzumaki by Junji Ito, Volume 1. But anyways, let's get started with this review. Despite being around 200 pages long, that doesn't really seem that long to me. Okay, not really 200 pages, maybe 195. But anyways, it doesn't seem like a really long or thick book. But let me tell you, this is a slow read, but in a good way. So, this manga was written by Tsugumi Oba and drawn by Takeshi Obata. Takeshi Obata. My bad if I mispronounce those. And Death Note is probably one of the most iconic mangas of all time. Everybody has heard of it. You probably know the fucking theme song, the memes, or whatever. But yeah, this is the first out of 12 volumes, I believe. 450 dinners. That's around $4.50. So yeah, it's not that expensive. And same goes for Uzumaki, which I will be reading after this video. But yeah, let's get started with the story first. Death Note begins in the world of Shinigamis, which are the gods of death. And we see this one called Ryuk, and he's basically bored. There's nothing to do in this world. Here we see him, and we see Raiko Yagami. But anyways, we learned that Ryuk has dropped the Death Note, which we will learn about later, and he has dropped in the world of humans. So anyways, we see Raito Yagami. He's a high schooler, he's a student. I'm not sure if he's a high schooler, I don't remember. But anyways, he's a student, one of the best in his city. He's like gets A plus on every test. But anyways, he sees the Death Note on the ground, and after reading the rules, which are in English, he decides to take it home, but doesn't think much of it. However, we cut to a little bit later, and we see that Ryuk pays a visit to L, not to L, to Light, and he's like, "You've already killed so much people." That's like a week later, I believe. You already killed so much people and stuff, and Light explains to him everything, how he's just doing what needs to be done, killing the criminals and stuff. And we see a flashback, which basically shows that Light at first wasn't believing in this, but he decided to test it out. And he turned on the TV and saw some criminal he's taking like hostages, and he decided to write his name in the Death Note. And would you know it, the criminal dies from a heart attack. So basically, in the Death Note, if you write someone's name, you have 40 seconds to write the cause of death. If you don't, they're gonna die from a heart attack, and you have like 6 minutes to write specifically how they died. 6 minutes and 40 seconds. So we see Light. He's a little bit worried that he's already killed like 2 people with the Death Note, but then he realizes that what he is doing is right. In my opinion, it's not really right, but you know, whatever. We're supposed to root for him, aren't we? So, cut to the present day. Light has already written like 20 names, and the police are starting to pick this up. He gets a new nickname, Kira, by the public. And check out this really cool panel of this guy getting fucking hit by a truck. Looks very realistic. But, anyways, we see all these organizations, the Interpol, are thinking, what the hell are we gonna do? Who is this guy? How is he killing all these criminals? And we see the world's best detective, L, is on the case. So L is on the case, and he's like the world's best detective. He already figures out that the Kira is in Japan. He figures out the specific part of Japan, and he figures out that the Kira is probably a student. But every time, I really like this game of cat and mouse. Every time Al figures something out, Light finds a way to fuck him over. But then Al also finds another way to learn more. You know, it's very interesting. We also learned that here's Al. By the way, we don't see his face yet. By the way, we learned that the Light's dad is literally an inspector in the police, which is a really good, nice twist. You know, that's how he's getting all the information on what the police are doing. And at the end of each chapter, there's 7 chapters, 7 issues, I guess. I don't know. We see this little how to use the Death Note, which really is just a little recap of what happened here. But we also have some really cool artwork at the start of each chapter. I really like this one. Yeah, Ryuk is always with our boy Light. He's the person who touches the Death Note can see the Shinigami, and only Light can see Ryuk. And I think Ryuk is actually a really nice character. He's got a very nice character design and stuff. He's creepy, but also likable in my opinion. I actually like him more than Light. So, now it's time to talk about the artwork. I'm not that familiar with manga, but I have seen some online. I'm excited to see what Junji Ito has and Uzumaki. But anyways, the artwork here is really crisp. There's not a lot of like standout panels. Now, as you guys know, manga is read from right to left, which was a little bit weird at the start, but I got used to it. And I think the artwork is really cool. Let's flip a little bit. All the characters look. Some characters. The character design, I don't know what's wrong with me in my speech today, but the character designs are nothing crazy except from a few like Ryuk, but I still like it. I like Light's hair a lot. So yeah, the art is very simplistic. There's not a lot of going on in the backgrounds, but I still liked it very much. Here's this really cool panel where we learned that Light's dad is actually the police inspector. So yeah, it's more of a thriller, a criminal mystery. You know, there's not a lot of action going on, but I still enjoyed it very much. I love the little cat and mouse game between Light and L. I love how smart both of the characters are with the shit they're doing to either find one another or to hide from one another. So yeah, I think now it's time for the final rating. The final rating for this okay, I don't know if I can call it a comic book. It is technically just a comic book, but I feel like some people are gonna be mad at me for saying that. I'm not gonna say manga. My final rating for this manga is gonna be a 9 out of 10. I really like the first volume of Death Note. I like all the chapters. I'm definitely gonna pick up the second one as soon as I can. But yeah, you should stay tuned for the Uzumaki review when I finish reading this, probably in a day or two. Also, I gotta say, this cover art is fucking sick. You got the Grim Reaper here, you got Light with the scythe, you got Ryuk in the background. I like how the colors on him are drawn. I know why I'm speaking like that. I really like the skulls and stuff. Here's Darkwood, the company that publishes these in Serbian. But yeah, that was it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn the notification bell to never miss a new review. This was Astro Comics signing off. See ya.